Okay, let me share my screen. I'm sharing my screen with all of you. Mr. Mohammed,
Yes.
is my screen visible?
Yes, it is.
Okay,
Right.
good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and I'm so delighted that for those who are joining us from all over the world, so thank you for being with us tonight. Thank you for joining us. I'm so delighted that you are here. And let me just do a quick recap, okay, for what we have done last week. Then we're gonna start our topic today. Yeah, today we're gonna talk about vast linguistic too. So we'll be talking about this. How children learn their language. Actually, this is our uh, broader topic that we're going to discuss, which is language acquisition. And we talk about, yes, I think Dr. Osama Khalifa is here too. We talk about how children learn their language. So let me just make a quick recap for what we have done. Yes, now let's start with this advanced linguistics. Okay. All these are alphabet in international languages as well as internal languages. So when we are talking about the Indo-European phyla, or we are talking about the Afro-Asiatic phyla, or we are talking about tonal languages like Japanese, Korean, and so on. So how children learn their language, okay, mainly, and the big umbrella of language acquisition, many questions about surround the language acquisition. All children learn the language of the communities they live in. They do that in a remarkably short period of time. They arrive at the same grammar, respective, regardless of the sample of the language they are exposed to. There is little, or in other words, let me say, nurturing adults. All children learn their languages equally well, even though the languages are different, as we mentioned, whether they are tonal or international languages. Tonal languages like Chinese, ma, mu, mi, etc., or Korean, Japanese, okay, all these languages, or even the Slavic languages, the Indo-European languages. So we talk about this. How do children acquire their language in such a short time? Question two, what course does this activity take? What is the role of the environment in language acquisition? Is the child predisposed to, that means he has natural ability or natural capability to acquire or to learn, to language learning? So this is called developmental psycholinguistics. I think we covered some important facts about LA, not Los Angeles, actually is language acquisition. It occurs before the age of 5. No child fails to learn a language. LA follows almost the same course. Language acquisition develops in stages. The stages approximate closely the other linguistic knowledge. Children do not learn by memorization, the so-called rotten memorization, or repetition of what they hear, and we will be talking about this in detail later. they construct and comprehend sentences they have never heard before. That's so true. They build a mental system of rules and principles. Sorry for the mistake here. A grammar of the language they are learning, and we talk about this actually, just a theory of the language. This system enables them to produce and comprehend all the sentences of their language. Conclusion from the observations, observations, language acquisition is a complex task. It takes a short time. Input yes, good evening. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Yes. Yes. Input is of poor quality. And mother is. Conclusion. Human beings are born with the ability or disposition, the ability to learn a language. They are naturally capable of learning a human language in a way other animals are not. And this is exactly what we talk about, or what we have been talking since the very beginning of these webinars. So we tackle this area, we talk about animal communication. This conclusion is supported by some facts. The coarse language acquisition text is similar amongst all children. That's so true. All children learn their language irrespective, regardless of any individual or social differences. And we will talk about these two items in details later, maybe in the next webinar, next week. But the role of the environment is very important. Without linguistic input to trigger the process of language acquisition, a child will not learn a language. So again, linguistic input. Speech from the surrounding environment. Okay, I think this is what we covered last time. Okay, now it's time to focus on this. So that was just hints or recap or revisiting what we've been talking about last week. So today we're gonna shed the lights on the stages of language acquisition. Mr. Muhammad, am I clear? Is my voice clear so far?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Everything is okay.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. The stages of language acquisition. So do you think that there are stages? And if yes, how many stages do we have? Again? So it seems that there are 4 stages so far. So babbling, the holophrastic stage, two-word stage, and the hierarchical stage. So far, we have 4 stages. So let's delve into them. Babbling, making long sequences of vowels and consonants. CV or V. C, consonant, V, vowel. So in terms of phonetics, okay, or V only, like ga, bu, etc. Babbling starts around the age of 6 months. It is a linguistic universal, not restricted to one language. Mr. Mohammed, hello? Hello?
Yes,
I
yes,
think there are two, they are, okay, so I'm going to admit them. Okay, thank you all of you. Thank you for coming in. Again, making long sequences of vowels and consonants like CV or V, consonant vowel, or only vowel like ga, bu, etc. Babbling starts around the age of 6 months. It is linguistic universal, not restricted to one language. Okay. Yes, number 4. It is not true language, but like adult language is stimulus-free, not like cooing. Okay. Yes, sir. Yes. Wow. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. Yes, this is coincides with what we are doing. Sorry. So I would like to share my adorable daughter with me because she is in this stage. So that's why she's here. It allows a regular course of development, which is seen to lead to the first word of a child. Is seen as a stage of practicing for later speech. Then let's move on. Why I meant this stage? Because my adorable daughter, she is roughly 1 year now. So she is starting the same bubbling that we are talking about. Okay? Like this. Now let's move on to the second stage, which is the holophrastic stage. First words start to emerge around the age of 1 year. So around the age of 1 year, a child may start to say dad, baba, and so on, right? This represents the acquisition of the concept of the word, attaching meaning to the string of sounds. First words are monosyllabic, so there's only one syllable, okay. One vowel, mean CV or V or CVV, okay, like da, ma. So this around 1 year. What is this? Okay. First words, similarly to other words, might be big or little. They might not have consonant or phonetic shape. Why the term holophrastic? Okay. Why the term holophrastic? Single words represent full adult sentences. No, good. No, listen. For example, wa. Despite the fact that the W itself is a semi-vowel, as we know that phonetically or phonetically speaking, but let's say that as a semi-vowel or a sound like W A wa, for only equals water. This can mean no. Okay, this can mean I want water as a full sentence, or this is water or water, or there's no water. So one word, but it gives you the full sentence. It gives you a full sentence. Again. Why the term holophrastic? Single words represent full adult sentences. For example, wa for water. This can mean, okay, sorry. Okay, this can mean I want water. This is water. This water. Or it may mean there's no water. Okay, sorry. Don't be angry. Don't be angry, okay? Just get calm. Stay calm. No, listen to me. Listen to me. Two words, sorry. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Yes, you may go. Okay. I'm so sorry. Hopefully this makes sense in terms of taking the kid with me or taking my adorable daughter, because she's roughly 1 year. But as we know that, so she is in the babbling stage, okay, or stage number 1. Two-word utterances occur between 18 to 24 months. Firstly, they sound like two single word utterances with a pause in between. Later, they are uttered like one unit, no pause in between. Let's take example, for instance. Baby sleep, mommy so bye daddy. Okay, so there's no pause in between, right? Baby sleep, mommy so bye daddy. Notes about this stage. There are no syntactic markers. There are no function words or pronouns. When we are talking about function words and content words, okay, like yes, a preposition, like articles and so on. And there's no content word, only this content word like mommy, daddy, and so on. But there's no function words, okay, or pronouns. Various grammatical relations are expressed within one or two words, as we see, 2 words only. Then let's move on to the third stage, which is the hierarchical stage. There's no 3, 4, or 5 word stage that follows the 2 word stage. No, but this the so-called hierarchical stage. Once children can combine 2 words, they can produce utterances of 3, 4, 5, or more words. And this is exactly what Noam Chomsky mentioned in his book, Syntactic Structure. He once said that, let me quote him, with few rules, an infant, a child, can produce an infinite number of sentences. An infinite, not finite, right? At the beginning, these utterances have only content words, verb, noun, adjective, okay, and it could be adverb. They lack function words and syntactic markers. There are no words put together. They are not words put together. They are sentence-like. Sentence-like. They are not sentences, but sentence-like. They have a hierarchical syntactic structure. Like, mommy eat cookie. Mommy eat cookie. How does a child acquire his or her language? What mechanisms does he or she use to do so? Why? What mechanisms does he or she use to do so? Why does language development take the shape it has? Why does it proceed this way and not any other way? Okay, and this is what makes our language, human beings' language is so specific. I mean, unique to human beings only and not other species. These questions have been addressed by linguists and psycholinguists. So I think we're gonna give some insights or shed the lights on them. Who are they? And then we will talk about them in our next webinar. Theories of first language acquisition. We will be talking about the theories and theorists. So far, we'll be tackling only 4 theories. Behavioralism, it's a very old one. Nativistic approach, cognitive approach, and constructivism. So we'll be doing again one by one. We'll be addressing 4 theories. The first one, behavioralism. The second one, nativistic approach. Theory number 3, cognitive approach. And the last one, which is constructivism. Okay. This is F.B. Skinner. Noam Chomsky. Cognitive approach. Piaget, Jean Piaget, the Swiss linguist. And the 4th one is Vygotsky. So if you allow me, we're gonna stop here, but we will have discussion over what we've been tackling so far about the 4 stages. But when it's come to theories, we will be discussing this. If you allow me, we will be discussing this in our next webinar next week, if you don't mind. But now the door or the floor is gonna be for you, or the floor is yours. So it's time for discussing the 4 stages. If you have anything to add, to comment, and so on. And talking about the 4 theories, is gonna be postponed for the upcoming seminar, the next seminar or the next webinar, if you don't mind, if you allow me to do so, because we will be tackling all the 4 stages, starting by or with behavioralism, Paul Skinner, and or B.F. Skinner, and then we will conclude by Vygotsky, which is constructivism. So I think this all for today's session or today's webinar, and the door is gonna be open for discussion and everything that you see as vitally important. Yes, let me stop sharing. Okay. Assalamu alaikum. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, Dr. Akram.
Yes. Thank you. Thanks. Thank you all for coming here. I really appreciate that. But before we finish, there's something that I would like to add, and then we're gonna let discussion. We have a game here, and if you don't mind, I would like you to join our game because I do believe in gamification or the so-called edutaining games, the so-called edutaining game. Let me share my screen once again. And if you please just stay with me and stay connected. We're gonna play this game together if you don't mind. Mr. Mohammed?
Yes.
Can you just share the link on Facebook? So it's gonna be another value for our friends to join. Okay?
Just a second.
Yeah. Just share it, and it's gonna be really an added value to let them in.
Okay.
Yes.
I will do that.
Yeah, can you share this? So if you don't mind, if you please, just scan this QR code, and we have a game as a recap, okay, for what we have been talking about. So will you please enter or yes, join the game, if you don't mind, if you please. Mr. Mohammed? Mr. Mohammed?
Yes, Dr. Akram.
Yeah, should I share the link or
Yes.
you did?
I did.
Okay, thank you. We have two, excellent. Yes, I need about 4, 10, okay, just around from 4 to 10. If you don't mind, if you please, will you please join this game? I do believe in entertaining games. Yes, excellent, excellent. Thank you for joining. If we got 2, it's gonna be a value added. Thank you, dear Lamy. Yes, I need only, yes, thank you. Thanks a lot. Teaser. If I got 1, we're gonna start. There will be a kickoff. Only 1. So will you please join us? Scan this QR code. Only 1, if you don't mind. If I got 1. Yes, only 1, if you please. Only 1, and then we're gonna delve into it. I mean, we're gonna start the kickoff. Yes, I need only 1 to join. Oh, sorry. Thank you, those who are saying. Yes, I need only 2. Will you please? 2 players, if you don't mind. Yes, thank you. Just only 2. Only 2. 2, and we're gonna start, if you please, if you don't mind. Mr. Muhammad, can you check on Facebook so they might join us?
Yeah, checking.
I need only 2, and then we're gonna start our game. As a matter of refreshing our minds and reconditioning our thinking of what we've been talking about. Only 2, ladies and gentlemen, if you please. I'll be more than delighted if I got only 2 participants. Hello, come on, guys. only 2. Yes, will you please join? So far we have 3. Yes, I need only 1 or 2. Okay. I know that yeah, the sky is the limit, but if I got 2, we're gonna start because of time. Will you please join? Those who are following us on Facebook, will you please join? If you please. Okay, no one. Shall we start? Yes. Okay. Okay, thank you, Dr. Muhammad, Taser. Yes, thank you, Dr. Lamia and Taser and Dr. Asma. Thank you, all of you. Thank you for coming in. Thank you. So the game is, yes, Advanced Linguistic Language Acquisition, 6 stages of language acquisition. When? We have only 6 questions. It's not language, but like other language is stimulus free. I got 2 answers, okay. 3 answers, excellent, bravo. Only 1 left. Thank you. Okay, it's true. Wow, that's really great. Let's move on to question 2. It follows a regular course of development which seem to lead to words of the child. Yes, come on. Yes, 1 answer. I'm waiting for 2. Yes, quickly. 2 answers. Okay, thank you. First, bravo. Dr. Asma and Dr. Muhammad. Thank you. 2-word utterances occur between 24 and 34 months. Okay, 1 said true, 1 false. Okay, we will see. Wonderful, teaser. Question number 4. Question number 4. There is 3, 4, or 5 word stage that follows the 2-word stage. 2 answers. What about the 2? 3 answers. Great. Only 1 answer left. 1 answer because of time. The timer. Okay. Thank you. All of you got no. Someone says okay. 1. Taser. Wow. 1700. Great job. True or false? There are function words, pronouns, and content words. Okay. Somebody said true. We'll see. Taser, great job. I think we will have winners. In babbling stage, they are making long sequences slowly. The stages of second language acquisition. Okay. Okay, we got 3. Okay, we'll see the winners. Dr. Muhammad, number 3. And Dr. Asma, number 2. So the winner, yeah, is Taser. Bravo. Thank you. Taser, I think you owe me a virtual chocolate. You owe me a virtual chocolate, okay? Can you hear me? Hello? And thank you, Dr. Asma and Dr. Muhammad.
قال له ماشي هنا لكن ما قال له ماشي هنا الخبر قال ماشي وزيرية ماشي الجزيرة بس
Thank you. Thank you.
دكتور أكرم.
Okay, I think it's time to stop sharing my screen. Yes. Here we go. So if you have any question or any comment regarding what we talked about today, I am ready to answer. If you have anything to share, any thoughts or yes, or thought-provoking questions or comment, I am highly appreciating what you are doing. Okay. Yes.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Okay. No, I said go. No.
5 years.
Dr. Akram,
Yes.
we need cash, not you.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing well.
You are welcome.
My adorable daughter, she's saying hello
Yeah.
to you all.
Yeah, I met them before.
Because
How
we
are
are in the
you?
bubbling stage, so that's why I thought it makes sense to bring her here. Yes, take her. Okay.
Yeah.
دكتور أكرم السلام عليكم.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah, Dr. Muhammad Babikar. I am so honored to have you here today or this evening.
First of all, I would like to thank you for choosing such amazing and great topics like what you did today.
Thank you. Thank you. It's really very kind of you. I am really moved by what you are saying.
Really, we appreciate your effort.
Thank you. Thank you, Doctor. Thanks a lot. And we have Bakhit Fai. Thank you, Doctor. It's really quite touching words and nice comment from you. It's very kind of you. Dr. Muhammad Babikar. And
Yes.
yes.
Yeah. What I like most today is touching requiring the language or language acquisition. Really, I love it.
Again, the question is?
No, it's not a question. It's just a comment. Today's topic is really good.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. I really appreciate that.
It's flattering, not comment.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's a comment. Thank you. I highly appreciate your comments, and it adds sense or an added value for what we are doing. Thank you. I highly appreciate that, Doctor.
Dr. Akram.
Yes, wa alaikum salam, Dr. Muhammad Ali Ibrahim.
How are you?
I'm really glad to have you here today.
Thank you very much. Actually, I would love to just second what has Dr. Babakar said. It's really enhancing and provide us with more richness.
Yes.
And we are looking forward to the next stage, inshallah.
Inshallah. Thank you. Your presence actually is invaluable, Dr. Muhammad.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. I am really delighted to have you all, ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks.
Yes. Thank you. And I think there's Dr. Ahmed Saad. He made it today. Thank you, Doctor. Thank you, all of you. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah, Dr. Lamia Khairi.
How are you, Mr. Akram? How are you all?
I'm really great and glad.
Yeah, please
I feel over the
accept my
moon for all of
apologies.
you being here tonight with us or this evening with us.
Thank you. Please accept my apologies for being late.
No worries, no worries.
Yeah,
As we say that, late better than never, right?
yeah,
So
this
thank
is
you
it.
that you made
I would
it.
like to thank you for this insightful contribution to about the topic which is always of my interest, which is really my area of interest.
Thank you.
So you are making, you are really making a significant impact in the field of language and language acquisition. So the insights shared were incredibly valuable and have provided new perspective on the topic. I appreciate the effort and the expertise you are sharing with us. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Actually,
Akram.
these are quite touching words, and I'm really moved by what you are saying, Doctor. Because for those who are linguists and they study and teach, I mean, the area of linguists, just as a matter of refreshing their minds and
Yeah, this
reconditioning
is what
their
I'm gonna
thinking,
say.
right?
Being away from language teaching, and language
Yeah. So
learning.
that's why
So this
we
is
would like to
really
bring you back to the
refreshing.
track.
Yeah, and I really miss that chocolate, that virtual chocolate. I need one to be sent to Oman here. I owe you one.
Yeah. Actually,
And I miss most of the
you owe me
questions.
one.
Yeah, inshallah. Thank you, Mr.
Yeah,
Akram.
thank you, Dr.
Thank you for
Labia.
all the
Thank you.
attendance.
Thank you, Khairi.
Okay, bye.
Thanks a lot. Wa alaikum assalam.
Hello, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa
Hello.
rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
This is Lami from Nigeria.
Wow, wonderful. From Nigeria. Thanks a lot for having
Yeah.
you. Those who are in
Yeah,
Africa and in diaspora, I'm so delighted that you are here and you made it today.
Yeah, thank you so much for the presentation.
Yeah, thanks.
You said the babbling stage can it also be referred to as the pre-linguistic stage? Because when you go to some books, it's some people say pre-linguistic stage, but you called it the babbling stage. Which one is better?
For me, if we say linguistic, because here we are dealing with two branches, the so-called macro linguistics. So we are doing with two fields together, the the psychology in one branch, and as well as linguistics. So they are in falls under the arena of the so-called psycholinguistics.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. And you are warmly welcome from Nigeria because I have many Nigerian friends. Let me say in Hausa, what's that?
Inauni.
Ina yi nake. Lafiya kalau?
Lafiya kalau ya kake?
Babu gajiya?
Babu gajiya, alhamdulillah.
Kalau.
Kalau sosai. Thank you so much.
I have many friends who are Hausa, and some of them are Fulani or Awaw Full Day. So Jamu, and so on. So I have many friends.
Okay, that's nice.
Yeah,
I missed that in the cow.
Yeah. And I'm so delighted that you are here. Thank you for making today. You really made our evening.
It's a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Hopefully to see you again in the upcoming seminars or webinars actually.
Inshallah.
Yeah,
inshallah. As soon as I get it, I will join, inshallah.
Thank you. Thank you. Let me say again one word in Hausa or in Fulani, Hegobe or Seyengo.
Segobe is Hausa.
Yeah, Segobe.
Yeah, Segobe. That's a good one. You're very good in it.
Thank you.
Mashallah.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks a lot.
Alhamdulillah.
Allah. Thank you.
So, Segobe.
Yeah,
Segobe. Good night. Segobe.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yes.
So people, you need to teach us something about this Hausa, about this Fulani language. Just listen.
Yes, sometimes you need to be a polyglot, right?
Yeah, this is what I'm telling you before. You remember I tried to, on my early
Yes.
days when I was learning language. I was trying to learn Hausa, but unfortunately I wasn't able to do so. So you need to teach me. I have a short comment about the bubbling stage, if you allow me.
Mr.
Akram, can
Muhammad,
you
I
hear me?
think there's an echo, right? Or some are unmuted, right? Or muted, sorry. Unmuted.
Yeah, please guys, please stop.
Okay. Yes, carry on, Dr. Lamia.
Yeah, so I was just saying that what about the mother's role played in this crucial stage? Can you or do
Actually,
you regard this?
yeah.
Yeah.
If you remember in slide number 16, we mentioned that this called madariz, okay? So the madariz deals with
Yeah.
the very beginning of a state that a mother helps her child or her infant to raise him by helping them. And this is called the linguistic input, right? So the linguistic input
Yeah.
comes from the surrounding, from the parents, first off, and those who are surrounding the area.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Yes.
You see, I remember the Mazoris language, which I've been told by Mr. Al-Busayri, peace be upon his soul, Allah yarhamu Mr. Al-Busayri. But I would like to add something.
Yes.
That the role of the mothers in this crucial stage can be represented in what is called responsive interaction, that the mothers provide encouragement, that's the positive encouragement that when the baby is bubbling, so mothers provide reinforcement and motivation for children or for babies to continue that kind of vocal experience. The other one is also that they are giving some kind of model that they, when they are giving proper kind of speech, or it's not a proper kind of speech, of course, but we are talking about some kind of intonation, which will help the baby to learn the rhythm, the sounds of their native language, because as you know, each language has its own kind of rhythms and intonation. In Arabic, we have different kind of intonation and rhythm, which is different from English language. Also, that kind of engagement, the interactive activities such as talking, singing, which is called the Madarese. The Madarese language here, it's that enhance the baby to experience such kind of bubbling, or the beginning of the stages of the development of communication skills. Overall, we can say that this responsive interaction helps the baby to strengthen his language skills, and it's a good way to foster a positive learning environment. So we are to thank all mothers. Yeah, the mother, I have to say that.
I think now there's a bias, right? Or feminism is cool, right?
Yeah.
But
Lakin, you are
I
not to
don't know.
deny that
God
the
knows
mother's
that
role
a child
is
or an infant is start by saying that before mom, right?
yeah. This is why
So
the
what
baby
is the
start to
secret behind
say
that? What is
mom,
the
mom
secret
before
behind that?
saying that. Of course, yeah.
Thank you. Your comment is really very enriching.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
And to the point.
Thank you, Akram.
And this is exactly what we will be tackling in the 4 theories, okay? So the behaviorists like Skinner, okay, and Blofeld, and those who are linguists, they see exactly what you are talking about. But some of them, they look at the language not as a behavioristic, okay, entity, okay, or as a behavior. They see it from cognitive side, okay, or from the so-called neo-linguistic side, right? So this is what we are going to discuss next week, inshallah.
Inshallah, inshallah.
Yes. I think we have our friend from Benin. Thank you, Dr. Arson.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you so much, Dr. Hano, for this stage.
Yes.
Thank you for giving us the opportunity to interact with you and the people outside there.
Thank you,
Great things
bro,
from
because
Benin.
all of you, you made my day today. Okay, for
Okay.
being here and joining us, and you are
Yeah.
enriching. By the way, these comments and these questions and feedback enriching what we are doing. Okay, and really value added for what we are doing.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I really appreciate the presentation, but I got a question about at what age do you think um, let's say parents should start teaching the children in their mother tongue? I want you to help me elucidate this question.
Okay, so in terms
Yes.
of how an infant start acquiring, as we stated
Yes.
that in slide number 12, a child start by saying just some vowel, consonants and vowel, and this is the very beginning stages, like the holistic phrase, the babbling. So it start by the babbling, okay? Like
Yeah, babbling. Yeah.
da, wa, etc. And then we move on to the second stage, which is called the two-word stage, okay? So, but they start talking exactly after 18 months. So this is start exactly saying dada or dad, mama, and so on. So they start talking from or ranging between this. So between 18 months, this according to the studies, that 18 to 24, I mean 2 years. Okay, so they start producing sounds. But again, let me quote Noam Chomsky in his book, which was published in 1957, I think, if I'm not mistaken, the syntactic structure. So a child can acquire language, okay, from the input, the linguistic input from the surrounding, and then within few roles, they can produce infinite number, okay, not finite, but infinite number of sentences. Is that true? Does that make sense?
Yes, of course. Thank you so much
Yeah,
for
thank
the
you, and send my
clarification.
regards to our brother and sister in Benin. I am really delighted that we have Pan-Africa. This is a Pan-Africa webinar and beyond, by the way. So we are talking about those who are in Africa. We have from Nigeria, we have from Cameroon, and we have our friend Kenneth. He can't make it today. Okay, he just apologized to me, and we have Miss Rita, we have Bahit. Okay, so all of you, thank you, all of you, and those who are in diaspora, okay, Sudanese and non-Sudanese. So I'm so delighted that this webinar, as if it is an international webinar, so we have different nationalities.
Yeah.
So
just
I owe you, I'm indebted for you all.
Could I add something, please?
Yes.
Akram?
Why not, doctor?
If I'm not mistaken, so for Mr. Riyadis, so what your question about what the typical stage in which parents should teach their kids their native language, or it's not what you were asking about?
No, I was what I wanted to know is that by at what age, at which age the parents
Yes.
You mean to decide to teach the native language or any other language? Hello?
I think he may got internet connection or something like this.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Maybe.
I was just to add the point that if
He
I'm
raised
not
it?
wrong, yani, if he is asking about in which stage or the right stage to start teaching a native language. So I'm just going to add that the right stage to teach a native language depends on different factors. That's including the child development, the goals of learning the language, that is the educational, we can say that educational goals. However, we can have some general consideration that the natural integration of the language, that should we integrate the native language into
Thank you.
daily routine,
Yes.
for example, for some people who are living outside and wait. Yeah,
Yes.
this is it. And also the family context, as you know, that the frequent use of the language, should we use it at home? Should we let it be just from the exposure that, as you mentioned, from the surrounding environment? Just factors like this. Thank you.
I do agree with you, Dr. Lamia, because there are so many contributing factors, and these factors, I'm not gonna let the cat out of the bag. Okay, I'm not gonna reveal them. So this will be exactly in our theories in next webinar. That's why I would like to keep my mouth shut.
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
You
there
have
are
to keep
other factors.
mine also shut.
Yeah.
You have to keep mine
Yes, I'm
also
back.
shut.
No. You are enriching, by the way. But for me, because if I talk about this, what will be talking next?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
actually,
remind me
thank
to
you for
attend next
raising,
week.
and
Yeah,
thank you for our friend
Akram.
Asin from Benin who raised this question, by the way.
Yeah.
Of course.
I just want to mention that I got what you were saying, because there is no age that the parent can tell the children, okay, sit down, I want to teach you your mother tongue. No.
That's great. That's great, really. Thank you. And we highly appreciate your question, our friend Asin. Correct me if I'm wrong, by the way, by pronouncing your name correctly or not. Hello? Yes, and we have Dr. Ahmed Saad, we have Dr. Muhammad Babrika. Yes, hello, Dr. Asma. Yes, the floor is yours. If you would like to add anything, or if you would like to share your thoughts on this area about the 4 stages. Yeah, do you have anything in mind? Yes. Hello, Dr. Imaduddin. Thank you, Dr. Asma Abdul Salam. Yes, Dr. Imad, this is to some extent a webinar, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. Thank you, Dr. Alamia. I cannot hear you. Okay, Dr. Imaduddin. Mr. Muhammad. Hello?
Yes, Dr.
Yeah, is my voice clear?
Yes.
As clear as I'm sitting here?
As exactly as you said. Exactly as I
I'm
see you.
getting trouble with the internet. Oh, we are not so lucky, brother Arsen. We are not so lucky, but for sure that the best is yet to come. This is just the tip of the iceberg, right? So, but the best is yet to come.
Dr. Akram, may I say something?
Yes, Dr. Muhammad Babika. You are warmly welcome, doctor.
Thank you very much. Trying just to answer our colleague's question, who is from Benin.
Yes,
I think that his question is controversial. I mean, the issue that he asked.
Yes.
We can say that what reduces the time of infants, I mean, that can speak in, is the amount of exposure that they have from the surrounding, I mean from the family. If they have their parents only, so they may be late in speaking like the other infants who have more, for example,
Extended
siblings
family.
that can, yeah, that can help them, that can say different things and simple things. So his question is, as far as I heard from him, is what is the expected time for infants to speak in? I think it depends on the amount of exposure that the infants have from the surrounding.
Thank you. And doctor, by the way, you are to the point. Why? Because this is exactly what, if in the slide, if you look at it, we make it as just linguistic input or the exposure itself. So, and I totally 100% I do agree with you. Why? Because if you are living with a nuclear family, I mean a small family, you and your wife and your children, okay? So, and a child will not get more interference from the surrounding, like his extended family, like his granddad, his grandma, and so on. So it's not gonna, maybe there will be some lateness, right? It's gonna be late or delay of speaking. But if he or she surrounds by the family, a big family, so for sure that he will get or grasp quickly. He will speak quickly, or she. Yes.
Yes.
Hello, doctor. Yes, I think that in the chat, if you allow me, yes, there is. Yes, is it okay now? Yes, Dr. Imaduddin Yusuf. Dr. Imad. Hello?
Okay, may I conclude my point, please?
Yes. Sorry for interruption. So sorry for cutting you.
Yeah. There is a case study, a girl from the United States. She was in prison for 17 years. Since she was infant, they discovered that she is not able to speak even a word, in spite of her age. Why? Because there was no one to speak to. There was no one to listen to. So till the age of 17, she couldn't speak like others. This supports the idea that it depends on the amount of people, I mean parents, siblings, and so on, that can help you to acquire the language, I mean from.
Thank you. It's really to the point and clearer than crystal, Dr. Muhammad.
Thank you very much.
I highly appreciate what you are saying, and I absolutely agree with you. I strongly agree with you. Yes, we have Dr. Zainab, Dr. Zainab Isam Hassoun, and Dr. Ahmed Saad. Dr. Asma Abdul Salam. Yes, if there's anything that we can share, if you have any idea, any comment, this is enriching what we are doing. Okay, Arsen, yes. Welcome back.
Yeah, thanks.
You're welcome.
Thanks. Yeah, please could you answer my question before you ends up the meeting?
Yes, go ahead. I think some of our colleagues here, they answered your question, but maybe the issue of the internet.
Yeah, definitely. So no, I was asking, I wanted to know what do you mean by edutaining?
Yeah, let's get back to the area of edutaining game. So the philosophy is, Dr. Arsen, the idea that in itself of let the students get bored. So why don't we make use of the internet and games. So this is called edutainment or edutaining games. So instead of just lecturing them, why don't we teach? And while we are teaching, why don't we make it a fun? So I get the
Okay.
idea of using Kahoot, quizzes, Quizlet,
Okay.
and
Okay.
some AI generative games.
Okay. Okay.
So now, because we are in the era of the AI and so on, you can make use of Tiwi. Okay, it's really wonderful, and Curie. Okay, and I think that there's Pal Talk if you teaching listening and speaking. So, and if you would like to get your students talk, so you can drive them into or give them as incentive of talking to AI, right? So they can make
Yeah.
use of that.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So simply putting, it is a blend of how we can use, let's say, games in educational setting to make the let's say the learning more attractive and more engaging.
More fun,
with
yes,
students.
more fun, more
More fun,
engaging. Yes.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
this is excellent, excellent. Your word here, engaging, is vital. Why? Because
Yeah.
we would like our student to engage in,
Yeah.
right? And this is
Definitely.
the idea of, even if you are teaching mixed ability classes, so why don't work? Okay, yeah, we do expect those who are autists or so on or special needs, but for the vast majority of students, why don't we make our class so dynamic?
Yeah.
You get my idea?
Yeah, I got it. I got it.
Yes. Yeah.
Thank you so much for the
Thank you, bro.
insightful.
Thank you. And we will have another chit chat about the games and gamifications, edutaining games. And by the way, Kahoot is free if you'd like to get it. And this one is paid, okay, for the basic and enterprise. So if you pay, there are more options for using games, by the way, different words, okay? And
Okay, thank you
Quizlet
so much.
and quiz is for free. So I use this for the lessons that I'm teaching in, okay? So I use Quizlet quite often, and I use quizzes as well. But Kahoot is, I'm not saying the best, but one of the best edutaining games.
Okay, of course.
Yeah.
Like
Thank you, brother. Thank you. And again, I really appreciate your being here, and I really appreciate that, because you made me speechless, because we have our friends from all Africa, okay? From Egypt to Cape Town and from Dakar to Liberia. So thank you.
Yeah, we cover all the Africa continent.
Yeah. Thank you, bro. Thank you. And please keep coming. So we like that. So your presence is invaluable.
You're welcome, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. We also enjoy the session.
Thank you. This is the ultimate goal behind this session. So it's just as a matter of refreshment and sharing expertise. Okay, because we are learner. I'm still learning, and I will be, because learning is a lifelong process, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. So thank you, because we are learning from each other.
Yeah. Okay, thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're really welcome, and have a blessed night. If it's time now for bed, but I think now here we have 10:15. So, but I don't know what time is it now. I think, is it 3 hours GMT?
10:15 here.
Yeah.
10:15. 8:15 here.
Okay. Thank you. Yes, is there any question, is there any comment, any idea to be shared? Sharing is caring.
Yes. Yes,
Yes,
me.
you're welcome.
Yeah, I would just like to say that it will be mostly valuable to make to host another webinar specifically focusing the edutainment in language learning, because most of our teachers and our colleagues need such kind of information, how to use Kahoot as you mentioned, and we should cover some innovative strategies, tools to blend education with entertainment. You see, for me, I use a Kahoot and I can see how it makes learning interactive, valuable, and at the same time informative. So we need to host, you need to host another webinar, you see, and I'm so happy if I could share some of my experience with you and to share it with my colleagues.
Thank you, Dr. Alamia. And I think that you are initiating this. So you took the initiative for coming with this or coining this idea. So you can go for it. And
Yeah,
I'm
inshallah.
here to extend my hand, by the way.
But you see, Akram, you know that I'm always going for initiative like this, but I'm not to go further than this. So you have to push me further. Okay.
Okay. I'm at your disposal, by the
Inshallah.
way. So inshallah, it's a good
Okay.
idea, and I really appreciate that. I highly appreciate what you're talking about. Because now we are talking about global skills, and one of the four C's of the global skills is communication, right? So within communication, we talk about collaboration. So collaboration, it means that you
Oui, non, on
are
t'arrête pas, moi, à
engaged.
l'avance. Ouais, ouais. Oui, maintenant, pour le laisser. Tout a été fait.
So it's gonna be value added if we talk about this in a separate session regarding about games and entertaining games and what worked best and what didn't work for you, for me, for us. So we can learn from each other and we'll be sharing this. So the ultimate goal is we need to enhance our skills in terms of teaching and learning as well. When we teach and when we learn from each other, we respect one another.
Yeah, of course.
And we get mutual benefit.
Yeah.
Yes.
We teach so as to learn. This is my favorite quote.
Yeah, because learning is a lifelong process, so we are learners. And we never give up learning unless we went to the graveyard.
بعد عمر طويل إن شاء الله.
Inshallah. Thank you. I don't like to elongate the discussion. It's really wonderful and engaging. I think someone has something to say. Yes, Dr. Imaduddin Yusuf. Imaduddin, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yeah, unfortunately, I attended very late. Sorry for that.
Late is better than never, right? So you better come late than never show up.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
Of course. Yeah. So I think there is a great idea about what it is widespreading called the digital flow.
Wonderful. I like this coinage, digital flow. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
A digital flow, I think it is widespread by the OUP or Oxford University Press recently or by using technology. This digital flow is worth spreading. as you I mean all the technologies or all the
Yes,
you can use all the
technological
technologies
advancement.
like
Yes,
the
in the
yeah,
field of
advancements.
NLP.
It's like what you say, the Kahoots and the other options.
Yes.
I think the internet is so. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can, and we do appreciate your ideas, Doctor. Really highly valuable. If you allow me, I'm gonna stop recording and we will continue our discussion, if you don't mind.